Mm.
Yes, we are live. Okay. Okay, so we finished 439, right? We should take 440.
Now it is 4:30. No, Dehendra is today, na?
Yes, 439.
That is for today. 4:39 is for today. Yeah. देहेन्द्रियेष्वहं भाव इदं भावस्तदन्यके यस्य नो भवतः क्वापि स जीवन्मुक्त इष्यते. He who never has the idea of I with regard to the body, organs, and the like, nor that of it in respect of things other than these, is accepted as one liberated in life.
Yeah, so 3 things are there, or rather you can split it by 2. One is the body and the mind. So the Jivan Mukta will first cross out the body, because you can see everything has changed from the time that body was born. So there is, like, it is going into disaster, so there is no point in catching on to that. And then sense organs is something which senses something and it goes away, senses something and goes away, so you cannot be sure. So example is that if you turn left and you turn right, that left one goes away and right one comes, and the right one goes away when you turn to the left hand side. So that means you cannot rely on the senses. So the aham bhava, I-ness and minus, is gone. So he then has idam bhavaha tadanyake. So thisness with other things. Yasya na bhavataha kvapi. Even a little bit of feeling that this belongs to me doesn't exist. And that is the sign of Jivan Mukta. That means all ideas, all concept, all opinions, to the body, to everything what he's seeing, he doesn't have I in that or mine in that. He just sees as seeing, he doesn't do anything. He hears as hearing and doesn't do anything. Like that for all the 6 senses. He doesn't take it as his or mine, and hence is liberated. Any questions, any discussions?
So in this, there is no separateness with anything.
Yes.
So that is why there is no this.
There is no this. So another, while I was I had gone out in the morning, so I was looking at everyone. So if we stop acting like a dog watching its own mirror reflection and barking at it, if we stop that when we see in any human being or any animal or any bird or any insect, and really see that it is I reflecting in that, then immediately you will feel that Jivan Mukta state. So today I was trying that out when I had gone out in the morning. It exactly feels what is Jivan Mukta. If you can do that, you will never see other than you in anything. So today I had a best of the feeling of that. So this is another.
Yeah, our mind and cannot.
Lata, your voice is breaking. But are you able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear.
Uh,
How about?
yeah.
Correct.
Lata now came back. Lata, we couldn't hear you at all.
Uh-huh.
No, what I am telling is our minds and senses cannot be relied upon at all because it cannot hold anything
Yes.
permanently. Even the sight or the memories or it all drops off.
Correct.
Okay.
So in that way, we can see that everything, whatever we are seeing, is you only seeing. If that experience comes, it's so nice. You will not have any conflict or any expectation or any liking with anyone. Your whole
Yeah.
liking, disliking, and all that feeling will go away. And another fascinating thing happened this morning is that you won't feel lonely at all.
Yeah, that is true. That loneliness will go forever.
Yes, there is no loneliness. You always feel you are everywhere.
Yes.
So there is no need to feel lonely.
Yeah, correct.
And another good thing happened in the morning is you will see that nobody is coming and nobody is going. And in that way, neither you are born nor you are dying. So you're so happy to die. Or you're already dead. So there is nothing more to die. So retaining that experience is what I need to do. Meaning, I need to keep on looking like that.
Correct.
If that loses, it wouldn't have gone, but if I get involved with something, then that feeling will not be there.
Yeah, that Sahaja Samadhi is not there.
Sahaja Samadhi is not there. So now when the meeting starts at 9:30, and then we have a meeting from 10 o'clock, like that, if I were to see every meeting and then see that I myself is talking on the other side and really be aware of it, then there is no movement at all. It just stops.
Correct.
It just stops.
So in one of those videos, M was telling, somebody was asking some question on Samadhi or something. So then he was telling, for him there is no coming and going. It's always there. Even while talking, also is there. So there is no coming and going. And then he also gave an example of Janaka. So Janaka was telling his guru that I already have reached that state. Anytime I can go there and come back. And then guru says, no, then you are not done. Why you are going and coming back? You have to be always there.
Exactly.
So that thing, that is what Jivan Mukta is. That state always. Whatever you said.
Yes. So you are neither going anywhere nor you are coming anywhere.
But we get distracted by the world.
Yes. Yeah, but you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say, it says that Deha and Indriyas, Panchindriyas, right?
Yes.
So there, when you have no aham feeling, then the next one says that ಅವುಗಳಿಗಿಂತ ಬೇರೆಯಾದ ವಸ್ತುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಎಂಬ ಭಾವವು ಎಂದಿಗೂ ಅವುಗಳಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ means it's a world, right?
Yes, world.
There you don't have again this feeling. This feeling is nothing but aham feeling.
No, this feeling is that thisness, meaning this is a nice bird. This and that.
This.
Okay.
See,
so that means our deha, our indriya and jagat. So we have no difference. All are same for us, right?
Exactly.
And then there is no aham there.
Yes, I will give you a very practical example. Today you are leaving to America. So let's take that as a scenario, right? So now for a normal person, there is an excitement of going to America, meeting the daughter and looking at what is happening. So let's say your wife is having that. So she is anxious. and your daughter also will be anxious. If she's a Jivan Mukta,
Yeah.
then what happens? Is anybody coming to see her?
There is no difference whether she is here or going to US. No difference.
Exactly, there's no difference. And she never went, nor she's coming back.
Yes.
So now what is the problem is, she has gone there and she has to come back.
Yeah.
So that is the anxiety now. Or you should be there.
I got it. It gives a different feel, maybe positive or maybe dependent on your conditions.
Correct. Whereas in this state, that thisness is not there and thatness is also not there. This means...
That means it's only Sthita Prajna.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no other feeling.
Exactly. There is complete Sthita Prajna. So you are sitting in the flight, but you are aware that there is no flight.
Yeah.
And you get down at LA, you might get down somewhere else. Let us say it stops somewhere. And then from there, you take another flight to LA. So you know that you are not traveled at all.
Yes.
And when your daughter meets you, do you see her as a daughter or do you see yourself in your daughter? If you see yourself in your daughter, you never missed yourself at all. Because from the beginning there was no daughter. You yourself is that daughter. See, really speaking also, before your daughter was born, you gave the seed, correct? And the fertile ground was given by the wife. So both added together is this daughter. So as such, there is no daughter. So you will really get to feel that. When you really get to feel it, you see what is Jivan Mukta. Because there is nothing came and nothing has left. And that means this and that. This is Bangalore and that is LA. That also goes away. You see no differentiation. So you are released. So you can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Now it doesn't matter whether you have lot of money or no money, whether you are working or not working. All those doesn't make any sense, right? You will be doing whatever you are doing, but you will not be you will not be connected with it or you will not be attached to it. That's all what he's talking here. So there is no individual feeling. Right now, we all have divided feelings. So we feel ourselves as an individual. We don't see it as oneness. The moment you see it as oneness, there is no individual. That is the buckets and water. You somehow now see that all the buckets has a reflection only. Above is the sun or the moon, but the reflection is what I was thinking about. Now I am part of that original sun or that moon, and hence I myself is a reflection. Then what happens? The buckets goes away. So no longer you are father or son or daughter or mother or anything. You are
correct.
You are that Brahman only.
If you reach that stage, nothing like that.
Yes.
Because you are in a blissful stage. Here you will get happiness, that's it, or worries. But there is only one thing called bliss.
Yes, you will be blissful. So if somebody asks you, but let us say one relative asks you, you say you are a Jivan Mukta.
Yeah.
How come you are going to America to meet your daughter? What will you answer?
Yes.
You can't answer. You will only have
There is
to
nothing
fight.
going, coming, no happy, no sorrow, nothing. It is only bliss.
It's only bliss. So what will you do? You'll smile at that person, feeling that this person doesn't understand. And then you will not...
This is not Jnana Marga.
Yes.
But if you have Bhakti Marga, I can see only Krishna there, right?
You will get attached to Krishna. Now that somebody has to remove that, right?
Yes. Because all our parents, or if you see forefathers, they have seen Krishna there. Everyone, God.
Correct.
Kaya Kave Kailasa.
Correct. But that is Savikalpa only. It is not yet Nirvikalpa. So
Yeah, that is Savikalpa, very clear. I think, but they have enjoyed that Savikalpa.
No, that is fine. See, you will enjoy. See, you will now enjoy your daughter company or not.
No doubt.
So that is all that enjoyment is all about, right?
The moment you say you are samsara, these are the things common.
Yes.
If
So
you are not in samsara, then you are totally different. Whether you will work, you don't work, that doesn't make any difference for any actions.
Exactly.
Because if you do any action, there is no karma attached to that one. No?
Absolutely.
I can fight war or I can help somebody. There is no karma.
There's no karma, and if there is no karma,
Now
then
I have understood this.
yes, that's all what it is. So if somebody were to ask, hey, how come you say you're a Jivan Mukta but still have a daughter? What to answer to it? You just have to smile.
Actually, there is no answer to that person because he is also me. Question is coming. It should not come. Question should not come within me if that person is also me.
Yes, but
No question, no answer.
No question, no answer.
Silence, smile.
This is what Ramana Maharshi did.
Yes.
To answer in silence. So he is to just smile and sit. And
Yes.
the person sitting in front would get his own answer.
Yes, correct.
That is all. So it's a very good state to be. So what is the
Jivan Mukta means, can I say there is no Jiva or it is the boundaries of Jiva is removed?
No. Out of the Jagat Jivi Ishvara, first you removed the Jagat. So much comfort, right? You have to only deal with Jivi now.
Yeah.
Now Jivi has breath. Jivan is dependent on the breath. So this breath is going to again land somewhere. So you have ensured that real I has ensured that no impressions are there.
Yes.
And hence Mukta. So there is no Jivi, there is no Jagat, it's only Ishvara.
Correct.
So in Ishvara, everything is arising and everything is passing away. So the relationships are arising, relationships are passing away, places are arising, places are passing away, trees are arising, trees are passing away, roads are arising, roads are passing away. But you are unperturbed by what is arising and what is passing away. Now when you leave Bangalore today, Bangalore doesn't exist. The moment
Actually, when you give this message, now I feel very, very comfortable now. Because once we don't attach anything to us, there is nothing remaining except blissfulness.
Exactly. That is what is bliss. You don't feel anything. So we carry memories of Los Angeles when you are back in Bangalore. Now, if you are a Jivan Mukta, neither you are carrying memories of Bangalore, nor you are carrying memories of LA, and you're just coming back as you had gone. It's just like going in a dream state and coming back out of dreams.
Yeah, this is another level of dream stage. It gives a feel of reality. Actually, we are the real fools here in this Jagrata Avastha. If you don't use it.
Exactly.
Sapna, anyway, we have no control, no actions. It is just like a movie passes. But this gives a much more larger impressions for creating enough janmas.
Correct. So in the waking state, all the vasanas, all the karma, all the samskaras are what is going to create new life. So if you stop all the three of them, there is no rebirth. Such a nice thing.
I should put enough effort to go in that direction.
Okay, and
But prayatna is must here, right? Without prayatna, it will not happen.
it will never happen. And the answer to your question is the next line, next verse itself, between Jiva and Ishvara.
So you have a lot of time, but in that flight.
Yeah.
Yes,
16 hours. 8 hours you can use for meditation.
Yes, I want to do that. Just a minute, I got one call, then immediately I'll join back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lata, in the meanwhile, we can discuss. or Sri Hari, our great Sri Hari.
Yeah. I think I want to say this Vedanta route, highway route, is without any scenery. That you directly go there.
Dry, very dry.
And Srihari's path, you will have a lot of
Colors.
sceneries and visions, and you can enjoy and then go.
Exactly. It is going to Sweden or to Norway, enjoying all the places and then going to a desert. Whereas Vedanta is direct desert only.
Dry path.
Nothing you will find. Yeah.
That's what they say, no dry Vedantins.
Yes, dry Vedanti only. Yeah, Sri Hari, go ahead.
No, nothing much. I mean, other than you were already indicating this. Once the Jagat Jivi is gone, that the source of Jivi, which is Jiva, is already the Ishvara. So, yeah.
So in that, everything is there. So all fathers, all mothers, all brothers, all sisters, all friends, all relatives, everything is that Ishvara only.
Correct.
So why worry about somebody dying or somebody being born? It is the Ishvara which is getting up and going out, coming in, doing everything is Ishvara only. There is no person.
Yeah, even for animals.
Yeah. All.
Cats, cockroaches, and anything you see.
Including a mosquito, which
the
people,
virus, whatever we are scared of.
Yes. And people kill mosquito or all of these, not realizing that they're killing themselves.
Yeah.
It is Ishvara only.
That's a good analogy. Before we learned, right, the body parts.
Yes.
The hands and the legs and all that. So you don't feel that these parts are different from you. Same way. Everything is part of you only when you are in that state.
Yes. It is you only as mosquito. So now you have to think to kill the mosquito or not to kill the mosquito. And without a second thought, when the mosquito is sitting, you will, or the person will hit so badly that even his hand will be burning after that shot has been given. Forget the death of the mosquito. The way he would have given that shot, and he or she will say, how dare you bite me. Such a foolishness. Instead, what this person can do is wear something so that the mosquito doesn't come and bite, or you get up and go. You can do many things then apart from killing the mosquito. So now in my home, my son anyway never used to kill, and my wife used to kill. Now she thinks 100 times before she takes her hand to kill the mosquito. Because you are killing yourself, you are harming yourself, nobody else, because you are yourself Ishvara. So whatever action you do is going to be harming not only yourself through your action, but also creating vasana, which will give you rebirth only, nothing else. Yeah, but we
But RT-PCR, now they send some more OTP.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got your RT-PCR test result?
Just to test is over. I think now that we'll go to the Nagar Center for test. By 4 o'clock, I'll have results.
Okay. Good. Everything will be all right. So yeah, 440th verse.
440. Na pratyak brahmanor bhedam kadapi brahma sargayoh prajnayayo vijanati sajivan mukta ishyate. He who through his elimination never differentiates the Jiva and Brahman, or the universe and Brahman, is known as a man liberated in life.
Okay. So what is a Jiva and what is a Jivi? Jiva is the life source, which is coming as in breath and out breath. It is a microcosmic at an individual level. So the first level of meditation is to have control over your breath. So yesterday, one funny thing happened. I was talking to one friend of mine who is in Google, California. So we had one meeting, and he is a dentist also joined, because she is also this guy has sent all my videos and text and everything to her, asking her to have a look. So she got very much convinced that she should talk to me. So in that talking, what I was telling her is that how to understand breath. So I told her, before you react or after you react. She said that I'm a very reactive person. If somebody comes to my clinic and blames me for nothing, I'll get very worked up. I don't know how to do it. I've joined a yoga course here, and my teacher explains a lot of things, but I'm not able to pick up. So I'm not able to do the yama and niyama properly. So now I'm stuck. So I told her, don't worry about all these things. Understand your breath. So if you react, the moment you react, you take a stopwatch and count the number of out breath. You will be fascinated to see that you are breathing 40, breathing out 40 in a minute. What it shows is that we all have a fixed amount of breath. That is non-negotiable. You cannot add more breaths to it, but you can slow down the breath. To an extent that you can stop the breath also. That is also possible. But you cannot add more breaths to whatever has been filled inside you. And that is Jiva. The individual essence, that is whatever you are doing, you seem to be doing, is Brahman. It looks different because of the upadhi or these defilements or obstacles. And this is due to avidya, that you are not able to see that all actions you are doing, you require Brahman to do that. You yourself cannot do anything. Even to get up, you require that energy. Whereas the Ishvara, what he is talking here, represents the creation at macrocosmic or universal level. However, Ishvara is also part of Brahman. So microcosmic is the breath. Macrocosmic is all beings breathing, is Ishvara. And due to Maya or the Upadhi, you are able to see your own breath, or you might not be able to see your own breath also. So many of us don't even know that we are breathing. We'll be doing all the activities without knowing that breath is the one which is called as Jiva. There's nothing else other than Jiva. So if I come to know that not only I am breathing, the whole world is breathing, meaning there is an in-breath and out-breath in everything, and that is what called as pulsation. So the entire universe pulsates. So there is an expansion, contraction, which is happening. Now, if I realize that I am part of the macrocosmic also, and seemingly microcosmic, then I reach Tattvam Asi. So this is the thorough realization. Prajnaya yo vijnanti. Through the wisdom, I have seen that is how it is. So I am not distinguishing between the creation and Brahman or Jiva and Brahman. Both are essentially the same. So the microcosmic is the individual breath, macrocosmic is everybody breathing. And if we see, everybody is losing their life. As much as we breathe, so much we have lost. So it doesn't really matter whether I am called as one person and another person is called as another person, a bird or an ant or a whatever we call. All of them are losing their breath. So knowing the breath is knowing Brahman. Anything you want to discuss on this?
Yeah. When we say that lifespan of a human being is 120 years max, so each breath, between breath is called one life.
Yes, each breath, in between that breath is one life.
Yeah. Then you have Kumbhaka and Rechaka.
Correct.
Oxygen in and other gases going out.
Correct.
Prana is coming in and also prana is going out.
Correct.
Initially, till your growing stage, it is more prana in. After that,
More prana
is out.
Yes, correct.
Out, yeah. So here, prana is nothing but Vayu Tattva, right? In this case.
Not only Vayu, it has threefold. So one, I think we had discussed while we were meeting in the office also.
Yeah.
So you have prana as prana.
Prana, yes.
You have then the life source itself, which is whatever we call it as Jiva. And then you have Vayu. All the three added together becomes the source. So if somebody is feeling breathless, let's take that as an example. What is breathlessness? It's not about oxygen. Correct? Agree with me? Oxygen is there. Even they might give
Oxygen is one of the contents. Yeah.
That is actually, oxygen is only one of the content. It's not the only, that is not the only thing, right? See, even with the bottled oxygen, that person is not able to breathe.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, that is very evident and we can see it.
Yes.
Even on ventilator, that person is not able to breathe. He's given ventilator support. What else can be given?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that is only 1/3 portion of it. Now come to Jiva, the life source, Brahman. That is also going out, right? So now that is gone. And then you have Prana. Prana is the one which sustains the life. Meaning there is the life source and there is the one which sustains life, which I call as I, is nothing but Prana.
Yeah.
So that is the reason we call it as Prani. The one which doesn't know what is I is Prani. One who knows what is Prana is human.
Yes.
So if we were to say, why are you acting like an animal? And if it use a Sanskrit word, why are you acting like a prani? What it means is that you are so ignorant, you don't know prana is the one which means you.
Yes.
Okay, so in the initial stages, until 35 to maximum 45 years of age, more prana is entering in and less prana is going out. After 45 years till 65th year, there is a balance between prana in and prana out. After 65th year, if you see any human being, suddenly there is a shrinking of the body.
Size. Yes.
Size. And he is eating a style also changes, or his or hers, and then they cannot move much and all that because more prana is going out. Okay, now the Jiva is also going out along with prana, correct?
Yeah.
So it is all due to breath only, correct?
Yeah.
So unless we perfectly understand the breath, we in the sense, I in the sense that prani or prana, the person who has prana, understand what is prana itself and has a yama on that, control over it, then he is done pranayama. Controlling is not physical controlling, that's only physical exercise. His mind should not move out into the world. That is pranayama, because he now has seen that prana and jiva are interlinked.
Prana and jiva are interlinked.
So the oxygen level is only one portion of it. Even if you don't have much oxygen, you can still survive if you have prana, right? But without prana, how will you survive? Because that is what you is. So creation is prana. Creator is jiva. Is there any bheda? Both are same only.
Yeah.
One is microcosmic and one is microcosmic. So prana is microcosmic, jiva is macrocosmic in this. So if I see GV in everyone instead of the relationship, like a daughter or a son or a mother or a father or whatever it is, then the prana will not go out. Correct? Agree with me? Let us say my son is still not come home. There is anxiety. What I forget is that anxiety is going to take much prana.
Yes.
Right? So there is a palpitation of heart. And then I feel breathless. Or I feel completely, because of anxiety attack, then I have panic. And during panic, there is no breath. So what happens to the vital organs? They die. So what I should do?
Anxiety is nothing but death of cells. Prana is going away. Yes.
Prana is going away. So is it worth
But happiness means reverse?
No, happiness is reverse because of the dopamine, which is a chemical which gets secreted in the frontal
But
cortex.
that's a temporary only, na?
That's
After
very
that,
temporary.
You have the other side. Because
Yes.
you may lose that happiness. You know that.
Yes, you lose the happiness after meeting, after eating, after doing everything. You see, once you meet your daughter or day after tomorrow, you are done. That's all.
Yes, yes.
So there ends the matter. So she comes to the airport and she picks you up or whatever. She comes to LA and drives you to Sunnyvale or whatever way it is. And once you reach home and once you refresh, over. All the excitement and is actually anxiety. So you're relieved out of anxiety, which you call it as happiness. So that's all. Once you meet, what else will you do? Eat. So then some discussions, usual life. If she would have been Bangalore, you would have done, you will be doing the same thing in LA or sorry, in Sunnyvale. And that's all. And seeing like that, 14 days will go away. Again, you take a flight and come back. Again, that you are again brought back anxiety.
Yeah.
So the prana is gone. So Jivi and Ishvara is in you only.
If you realize that there is no birth and death, no worry.
There's no worry at all.
No gain and loss. No gain and loss.
Exactly. Absolutely true. But the very fact that I see my son as my son and my wife as my wife, anxiety increases.
It is a gone case. People use the word that they love other person so much more than the prana. That is equivalent to their death, right?
Exactly. And then that when that person dies, you cannot withstand it. Or when there is separation also. Let's say the child, like in your case, the child has reached America and you both are here. The same thing can happen with me also. So my son goes to America or Australia or some country. Now that anxiety is there to meet this son. And we will be waiting desperately that when he calls.
Yeah.
Not realizing that the prana is also going away along with that anxiety. What is the use? So can I take, if he calls, he calls. If he doesn't call, he doesn't call. Can I do that? If I say no, I cannot do it, that means I am in Jagat. No matter how much Vedanta I know. Forget about GV also. I am straightforward in Jagat. But if I have understood that, then I know what is Jivi and what is Ishvara. It's just a Jivi.
Correct.
So why should I get anxious about a situation? So there is no anxiety, and because there is no anxiety, the person is Jivan Mukta. So there is no going and there is no coming. So the prana stays wherever it is. That doesn't mean that it is not going to die. It is going to leave the body, but it is not going to take another body.
Right.
It ends there only. Because there is no movement. Okay. Srihari, you want to add something, or Lata, you want to add something? Otherwise, we can go to 441.
441. साधुभिः पूज्यमानेऽस्मिन् पीड्यमानेऽपि दुर्जनैः समभावो भवेत् यस्य स जीवन्मुक्तलक्षणः. He who feels just the same when his body is either worshipped by the good or tormented by the wicked is known as a man liberated in life.
Okay, this is a very interesting thing. A question is asked. Should a realized person fight for his right? Should a liberated person be fighting for his right? The answer here is, it doesn't seem that he is fighting at all. And there is no thing called as he is fighting for a right. So basically, whether somebody appreciates him or depreciates him or worships him or tortures him, they mean nothing to this sage. He will have equanimity because he knows that he is getting it due to prarabdha. The worshipping is also due to prarabdha, and the torture is also due to prarabdha. So he will finish the journey. He will not react to it. So one whose samabhavaha bhavet yasya, one whose mind doesn't go anywhere, either in feeling happy when there is worship and feeling very unhappy when there is torture, he becomes equanimous to the situation. He gets centered. He doesn't take two sides. In that centeredness, the breath doesn't go out. So he is sthita prajna in that, and hence Jivan Mukta.
This Durvasa, he's Kopishta, right? Wrote. He was not then Jivan Mukta.
No, he is not. He might have siddhis.
But a highly spiritual person, only thing his weakness was Katapa.
Yes, including if you take Vishwamitra. Again, same problem. He could not control his passion. He might have got lot of siddhi, but that's got nothing to do with Jivan Mukta. Okay, so we'll continue further.
Yeah.
442.
Yatra pravishta vishaya paririta nadi pravaha iva varirashau lilanti sanmatratayana vikriyam utpadanayam tesha yatirvimuktaha. The sannyasin in whom the sense objects directed by others are engulfed like flowing rivers in the sea and produce no change, owing to his identity with the existence absolute, is indeed liberated.
Right. So, 5 senses are 5 tributaries, and each one of these tributaries, wherever it goes, it ultimately enters into the ocean. Ocean is unperturbed by these tributaries joining it. In the same way, whatever he sees, whatever he hears, whatever he touches, whatever he smells, whatever he tastes, and whatever he thinks are all like tributaries. They finally merge with the ocean. And he, being that ocean, does not feel anything to those tributaries who are joining. So, sanmatra tayana vikriyam. Sanmatra. Matra is measurement. Sanmatra is even the smallest of it. There is no shaking. There is no change. Because he himself is that ocean. So anything, any sense, anywhere it is coming, it's coming from each of these tributaries and joining the ocean only, or joining the sea. And hence there is no change. And utpadayanti eshaha yati vimuktaha. If a person has such a mind which is unperturbed by what is happening, then he is truly a sannyasin and truly a liberated person. So, being equanimous. So, what is the test to say that somebody is a Jivan Mukta or not? Even if somebody takes a rod or a stick and hit that person as much as they want, he does not feel anything to that torture. Or if they garland him with hundreds of flowers, he doesn't get carried away by that. He is equanimous to both. And hence he is liberated. So what we need to do is to find a, if you were to ask somebody is Jivan Mukta or not, keep on appreciating him and see in his eyes whether he is floating. If you see that person is floating, then he is not a Jivan Mukta. Then you keep on depreciating, abusing that person, say nonsense about it, and if he gets angry or he gets worked up or that person feels agitated, then he is not a Jivan Mukta. Both extremes are gone and he is Jivan Mukta. Any comments? This is the last sloka in that Jivan Mukta series.
We covered 15 numbers already.
Yes, we finished the Jivan Mukta stage.
Okay.
Jivan Mukta Lakshana. So these slokas are there to check whether somebody is Jivan Mukta or not, or you yourself is a Jivan Mukta or not. Checklist, absolute checklist.
That means when some guru gives some lecture, you can understand through these lakshanas about that guru, right?
Exactly.
A guru or anybody.
Yes, anyone. You see, even Sarvapriyananda, if you are watching, put this 15 and see what happens. You will get the test, pass or fail.
Yes.
So you don't have to ask anyone whether that person is a Jivan Mukta, this person is a Jivan Mukta. You can take this text, 15 of them, test it on yourself. You will come to know how far you are, and you test it on others. Whomever you think is your Guru, or whomever you are following. And then you will come to know. And you can also come to know how far they are. As in my case also, you can apply all 15 on me.
Your case is clearly known to us now already.
No, my case is known. You can take this 15 attributes and 15 checklist and see, okay, first one pass, second one fail, third one pass, fourth one pass, fifth one fail, sixth one. So you know where the person is lacking also. That's a very beautiful. Shankaracharya has not left anything hidden, unturned. He is never
given everything. Yeah.
So whenever somebody says this is a secret, I feel like laughing. If somebody says no, like the Kriya Yoga, as an example, they say that it is a very secret. What is there to be secret?
I think they use the word, anybody spiritual, if you don't practice properly, it will give negative result.
Nothing like that.
That is maybe for Kriya Hatha Yoga or something, right?
No, see, if anything is spiritual, if we say anything is spiritual or adhyatmic, better word to use, it can never be a secret. If something is tantric, which you know that will require lot of supervision, then you have to make it secret.
Correct.
Because there is yantra, tantra and mantra. So you should...
But that's also a spiritual path, no, Vilas?
It ultimately leads to a spiritual path, but it is by itself not a spiritual path.
Yeah, but anyway, that are also one recognized spiritual path.
Yes, but that is what...
And that is where the secrecy is all there.
I agree, but that is what Shankaracharya refutes that claim, that it is anything to do with spiritual path. The moment you say, see, Brahman is something which you cannot say that it is a secret. What is there to be secret about?
There is no secrets. Once you find it, there is no secrecy, and you wonder why others are not finding it.
Yes. So, what is there to be secretive about? No, I will not tell. You first have to agree that you are going to maintain the secret.
See, in Tantra and those ways, you will get lot of siddhis.
Exactly, but that...
And in Vedanta route, you are not looking for any siddhis or anything. You just directly go to the ultimate.
Exactly.
So in that, maybe if it falls to the wrong set of people and all, then it has to be guarded. Probably that's why it is secret.
Absolutely, but that is far away from the marga, right? Because the moment the siddhis happen, the person gets stuck with that siddhi.
Yeah. So you need somebody to supervise and make them go about that.
But that is the problem. Now who? And so all kind of controversies will start. So Shankara's this philosophy or his teaching is so straightforward that you don't require anybody's help. You can help yourself. It's just like...
Yeah. I was listening to the Swami Rama's lecture. So he makes one statement. See, it's like if you don't purify your body and mind and then go to Vedanta, it is like drinking wine from a dirty cup.
Exactly.
So he says before you go there, you do all this, purify and then go.
Yeah. That the mind has to be purified. That is true.
The mind has to be purified. Okay, that is anyway that fourfold qualities.
Yes, absolutely. Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha, Samadhana, all that.
Correct. Shat Sampatti and that. Yes. So, Viveka Vairagya and all that. So he says it's like, and you all feel, your mind is pure. So you can directly go to Vedanta.
Yeah, but
that's what everybody feels.
Yes, exactly. But the problem with Tantra approach a tantra and mantra approach is the person gets occupied by that and he doesn't give up. So he can never come into the Vedanta way. Even though he understands Vedanta, he cannot give this up because he feels that this siddhi is something where he has achieved a lot of things. Let's say I get an ability to walk on water. Just think in that way. Wouldn't I be most excited person about it?
Yeah, obviously, yes.
Yeah, so then I can call hundreds of people saying that, look, I can walk on water, and they build a nice room or a palatial kind of a thing for me, and I call myself as Swami Sam Yogananda.
Yeah, I think I remember saying, why do you have to struggle to learn to walk on water? You have a bridge, you have boats, please use that.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting your time?
Yes, you are wasting your time. Or I will say that, look, I want to fly from Bangalore to LA without taking a flight.
The flights are there.
The flights are there, why don't you use it? Why should you waste your time doing something which is not required? And after doing all of that, you are going to die anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. And what they would do, they would create one nice Brindavan or a nice place for your body to put in rest. Lot of flowers, lot of offerings, lot of puja, lot of darshans, and lot of tickets.
Yeah, Vilas, I have to join a meeting now.
Oh, same here. Even at 9:30, Shashi will be waiting. I need to run.
Okay.
Thank you
fine.
so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
if possible, I'll join from there.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
let you know.
Bye.
Good day.
Bye.
Okay then. Bye. Happy journey. But bye.
Yeah.